Could dress up to get love, but guess what? I'm never gonna be that girl who's living in a Barbie world. Could wake up and make up and play dumb, pretending that...
Welcome back to my channel! Yay! In this video, I would like to share my perspective, my opinion about this specific topic because many people discuss how to solve this problem. But before I mention that topic, I would like to say that clothes shopping used to be an occasional event, something that happened a few times a year when the season changes or we outgrow what we had. But about 20 years ago, something changed. The clothes became cheaper, then cycling sped up, and then shopping became a form of entertainment. So the specific topic for today is the fast fashion industry. Actually, what is fast fashion? Fast fashion can be defined as a cheap, trendy clothing that samples ideas from the catwalk or celebrity cultures and turns them into the garments in hectic stores at breakneck speed. And there are many examples of the famous brands that we can call it as a fast fashion industry, such as Zara, Pull&Bear, H&M, Mango, and then there are many other famous brands that we can call it as a fast fashion industry. Fast fashion's impact on the planet is huge. The pressure to reduce costs and speed up production time means that environmental corners are more likely to be cut. Fast fashion's negative impact includes its use of cheap, toxic textile dyes, as we know that the fashion industry is the second largest polluter of clean water globally after agriculture. Cheap textiles also increase fast fashion's impact. Polyester is one of the most popular fabrics. It derives from the fossil fuels, contributing to the global warming and can shed microfibers that add to the increasing levels of plastic in our ocean when it's put through the wash. But even natural fabrics can be a problem at the scale fast fashion demands. Cotton requires enormous quantities of water and pesticides in the developing countries. This is the result in risk of drought, creates huge amounts of the stress on water basins. On the other, environmental concerns, biodiversity, and the quality competition for resources between companies and local communities. Right, so on my perspective, fast fashion industries really give a negative impacts to our world, our planet, that we have to solve this problem as soon as possible. From the article that I read is that in United States of America, for each person they always dispose their clothes around 80 kilograms for a year. Can you imagine that all of people in this world just dispose their clothes and it will become like a disposal clothes world? And then yeah, we have to solve it as soon as possible, and not just about the disposal clothing, but it also happened because of the workers. The workers in garments, they usually get a low salary, that they have to survive with the low salary. And then Bangladesh is can be one of the example countries that as the second largest apparel exporter after China. There are 40 million garments workers in the textile factories in the world, and 4 million of these workers are in Bangladesh. The workers in Bangladesh earned about $2 until $3 in a day, which makes them the lowest paid garment workers in the world. 5,000 of the factories make clothes for major Western brands, and more than 95% the workers in Bangladesh are women. They work very long hours, and often they have to bring their children, and then with all the dangerous chemical in the factories are affecting the health of the women and the children itself. And the workers are voiceless in the wider supply chains, and they are forced to accept the conditions, because if they do not accept the condition, they have to move to the other they have to look for the other job. And it's really it's really sad to hear that, because it's not, that we have in this world we really respect our human rights, but it still happen this was still. And one of the case that happened in Bangladesh is that one of the garment factories named Rana Plaza in 2013, it destroyed by itself because the management of the factories just ignore when there was something there was something broken in the building, and then the management just ignored it. But it happened because of, yeah, it just broken, and it's killing around 1,129 workers. Can you imagine that? It's really cruel that we have to solve this problem as soon as possible. So as an individual, that I can do is start making a video like this. It's like one of the campaign that I do for solve this problem, because it's really need to be solved as soon as possible. And then that we have to cooperate with the other fashion designer, another people who admit that they passion in fashion, because I think that we have to make a new community that really concerned how to manage the disposal clothing to be the new one, and then how to create new clothes with eco-friendly fabrics. So it will be help, I think. So in here, I would like to campaign of all of you that we have to solve this problem as soon as possible. That we have to against this fast fashion industry, and we have to move to the slow fashion industry. Thank you.